Sometimes doing the hard thing is the only thing we can do. Hey, you guys, what's up? What's going on? We are getting down to the end. We are coming down to the wire. And we have episode 9, okay, of Power. So definitely, if you're not yet part of the family, hit subscribe, post notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. We have this on and popping. Then, on the weekends, we have the reunion of Baddies as well as Bad Boys Texas is another show that we're watching as well. I'm still thinking if I want to do Black and Crew. I know I missed the first episode, so I have to catch up on that. And I know they have Compton, but I'm like, you know what? Summer is coming, and yeah, your girl's going to be outside. So, yeah, I don't know about that one now that I think about it, because, yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So Tariq and Kane, they end up getting into like this whole big fight at Davis's because they pretty much, I feel like it was more of like an ego thing. It was also kind of a little bit about Effie as well. Because obviously that's Tyriq's old girl. And now to see him with him, see her with him, it's like, yo, why you want something that I had? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he is feeling a little salty about it. It looked like Kane was ready to kill him off. I mean, to be honest, we know that Kane is crazy, but luckily Davis was there to kind of, bring things back to normal, because he definitely looked like he was about to take him out, like he saw red or whatever. And Saxe, he sent out a lot of letters to a lot of different people, so I guess he knew, like, okay, if I die, I'm gonna make sure that the people that I believe, or the person that I feel is mainly responsible for my death, which is Tyriq, is gonna go down as well, somehow, some way. And, he was not playing around. He made sure he was getting his revenge. Like, oh, I'm gonna die? All right, you going to hell too. You gonna be living in hell. He lied to Monet and told her that Tyriq was working with the feds and he was the reason that her whole family was falling apart. So now they kind of side-eyeing him, which was crazy. Effie, well, all of the whole family, they was kind of nervous because they felt like Effie would probably snitch on them, because she's already told them, like, I see how y'all did me and y'all ain't give me the heads up or anything like that. So if it comes to it, I know who I got to look out for. At the end of the day, like, that just kind of solidified it. Like, she was already like that, but it's like, just because she's had to do so many things for herself and look out for herself. But now seeing how they kind of like sacrificed her in order to make sure they was good, that definitely played with her a little bit too, and it kind of put her on the radar as well. And it was part of the reason why this happened to her, because the feds obviously was mad that they had them looking crazy, looking through freaking sugar, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, nobody likes to look stupid, so they gonna find a way to make things a little bit right. Gordy's mom, Evelyn, now she went to go see Monet because she's like, nah, something ain't right. Like that whole confession that she saw on YouTube where Drew was talking to his ex, Everett. Yeah, she was like, this was a confession. So right then and there, she's like, okay, he's involved. My son has been missing for the last few days, weeks, whatever it was. So she already knew. And it was about to be a war, like for real, for real. It was kind of Kane that came in and kind of stopped them from going any further, but they was definitely having a whole bunch of tension, Monet and Evelyn. Davis tells Effie that she probably won't win and she'll probably get 25 years to life, which, it all looks so bad. And she's like, you know what, like, I don't want you to be my lawyer because I need somebody to go to bat for me that's actually going to try to win. Not just like, oh, let me see what deal I can get for you without even attempting to do anything, And she said that she already has a lawyer on deck. It was just somebody who had the phone before she could talk to them or whatever. Now, Weston Holdings, which is Braden's family's place, they go down for the same shit that we was just talking about last episode, which it seemed like everything was all worked out, but come to find out now they're being accused of running the whole Ponzi scheme. Their assets are frozen. Lucas left Kiki to hang, And come to find out, he was actually doing her, and then she was also doing Brayden. So I'm like, damn, Kiki, you getting around the family. The only person you ain't get was the daddy and the brother. Like, are they next to your list, girl? Or they ain't bad enough. They ain't sleazy enough for you. I mean, I'm just like, dang, that's crazy. Like, Kiki, she gets around, honey. But it's crazy because even though Brady was right there when that part got revealed that she was doing the uncle, he still got a soft spot for her, and he was still like trying to defend her and hold her down and make sure she was good, and told her, on the flip side, like, yeah, like, don't worry, I got you. He wants her to stay there with him because she was ready to flee next. And especially knowing that this dude done fled, or, and he's in hiding. Brayden's dad, he's still protecting his brother, I guess, because I guess he just sees the good in him. And the family's trying to tell him, like, yo, it's time to give up all of that and do what you got to do at the end of the day, because it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. So Lucas, he ends up actually calling the feds and tries to get immunity, and tells them a little bit about Crash Coins so that they can, move things along, because they needed something to see if he wasn't bullshitting or not. And I'm just like, damn, like, this dude is crazy. So come to find out, it was actually Rashad Tate who spilled the beans about everything. So it wasn't necessarily Lucas, but that's why Lucas was looking for somebody, which was Rashad Tate, which was the black man, to, kind of throw things under the bus, help him out, help to elevate him. Meanwhile, blowing the whistle, getting money, and it's a it all just makes sense, and it makes Rashad Tate look good as well. It's just crazy. Now Jenny, she wants to be Saxe's savior because of everything, and she wasn't letting nobody talk bad about him, including Bianca. And later on, she did get a letter from him as well, where he actually kind of professed his love and told her that he actually, despite everything and knowing how she felt about him, how she treated him, he saw himself having a family with her. And, I think that broke her down, because she realized that she really dogged this man out, and everything he did was for her, because he genuinely cared about her. And she was just playing the game, she was just trying to get ahead and use him while she was doing it. So now she's ready to avenge his death, like she wasn't a main factor, which is something that Davis actually told her, because they try to bring the heat on Davis, her and Bianca, try to get to intimidate him. He ain't scared at the end of the day. He's like, I will sue you, and you're going to be embarrassed. And he's like, you're trying to find somebody to pin all this on, but you need to look in the mirror. And, of course, that butt-she bad, man, that made her so freaking vexed, because it's like, it's opening up your eyes to know that you are one of the main culprits in his death. Like, you put him into this at the end of the day. He didn't want to be involved, not to this extent, but he wanted to make her happy. Now, Diana, she received information, like I said, of saying that Tyriq was linked to the feds through the whole Saxe thing, because she was there when the mother had read the letter. So now she wanted to know from him, and she asked him, and he's like, why would I be working with them when they did so many things to my family? Like, why would you even ask me something like that? Like, that's crazy. So she apologized for even thinking that way. She's just like, Monet got my head messed up, and she's like, she gotta leave. And she's like, where would that leave us? But he's just like, yo, like, at the moment, he ain't really thinking about all that lovey-dovey stuff. He's not thinking about we trying to be together, like, none of that. Right now, he's focused on taking care of all this craziness that he got going on around him. Like, he's like, yo, just take care of you right now, and then whatever else, and that's it. So, not to give you the cold shoulder, but just because we did something don't mean that we wifed up. Like you my girl now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think she got it a little twisted. And I guess that's kind of what Effie was trying to tell her. Like, he's not the one for you, He was for her, because she has that, like, I'm good type of mentality, where she was falling, but I feel like she also still had her guards up at the end of the day, and she's part of this life. But Diana, she's obviously a lover girl. So she's like falling for him, wants to run away with him or some shit. Like, he ain't on that timing right now. He got a lot going on, like, for real. She ends up going back to his room after they left, and then she finds a police report which indicated that Lorenzo was actually at Zeke's crime scene. So that right there kind of opened up her eyes. So she did talk to Drew about it as well, and they was having a conversation trying to put pieces together. But then Kane came in and he just kind of confirmed that, yeah, like, he was, everything that they was thinking was what it is. He was involved in Drew's death. I mean, in Zeke's death. He actually did kill him. And that's probably why Monet did what she did, And now everything is all coming together. And it makes sense now that Evelyn said that he did what he did. They try to put Tariq into it as well, but it came out, that it was actually Monet that did what she did. So Tyriq, he had someone investigating Brayden. And at this point, Brayden was trying to get his uncle to confess, to write a confession letter and leave the country before shit gets crazy. Because once you out of the country, they can't really get you. You know what I'm saying? So that would have been his best bet. But he's like, why would I want to leave this amazing place to be in some shithole, third world country? Like, nah, I'm good. Like, and plus he already knew what he was doing on the flip side, trying to get immunity and all that, so he'll be good and everybody else could burn. So he's like, I'm not like you people. Like, I'm not gonna go down, and I'm not scared of these your hoodlum friends. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't them he had to be afraid of. It was actually Brayden, because Brayden threw his ass off of the freaking, I don't even know, was that a roof? Was that just the awning thing? Whatever. I don't know what it's called. The balcony. He threw him right over. And I'm like, damn. It's not going to really make sense to Bianca and them, because they just spoke to him and they knew what he wanted. So I'm pretty sure they're probably going to be considering foul play, because why would he commit suicide when he was just trying to get immunity and make sure he was good? Like, it just doesn't add up, So that should be interesting to see how that plays out. Kane, he rolled up in the jail like he was some kind of lawyer or something, trying to save Effie, and Effie wasn't trying to be saved by him. Like, he wanted her to kind of throw Tyriq under the bus, but obviously she still got feelings for him, and she was like, nah, that's not the type of person I am. Like, I'm good. I didn't ask for you to come here. I didn't ask for you to save. And you could see he was genuinely hurt, because he started catching feelings for her. And on top of that, he did want to help her. Like, he likes being there for her, but she wasn't with it. Like, she's like, nah, I'm good. You can go. Now, Two-Bit is back. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And he got a letter as well. So he got a letter letting him know where Tyriq's mother was. In case of any problems, he knew where to go to shoot her up. So now he wants $100K plus whatever he already owes him. Plus, he took his car. I'm just like, dang, like, Two-Bit be really stunning him. Like, Kane gonna have to handle that or something. I feel like Kane would be a good match for him. So, hearing that information, knowing that Saxe sent a letter to his enemy, letting him know where the mother was, he hit up Tamika, his old lawyer, and made sure his mother was good, had some extra people, like, checking out the scene or whatever. He actually went himself, because, you can't trust just anybody. So you got to make sure you handle shit yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he did. And lo and behold, Tommy was there, Uncle Tommy, trying to kill off his mother, because he said he got a letter from Monet. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. He shows up at the safe house ready to kill Tasha. But it was crazy, because it's like, it didn't really work out too well, because it looks like Tasha got kidnapped. So, yeah, even though he didn't kill her at that moment, there was no body found. She was missing when Tyriq woke up in the hospital. So, shit's getting heavy, y'all. Last episode is coming up. See you on the next one. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Crazy. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one.